Musicals Week, to be fair. Join me as we relive every glorious moment in Choreography Corner. Missed you. So good to see.
Missed you too.
Oh, it's so lovely to have you back. How are you? All well?
I'm very well. Very happy to be here.
Oh, good. We're at the semi-final stage already. It seems to have gone so fast. Have the right people made it through, Flavia?
I think so. I think even though JJ's technique, especially in the Charleston swivel, was really good, I think overall Jamie's performance was stronger. So I definitely say it's gone the right way. That's
good to know. Although JJ will love that comment. Let's talk about Ranveer and Giovanni. Shirley was talking about their Viennese waltz as poetry in motion. Motzi thought that the dance really brought out all her best qualities. Did you agree?
I did. I think sometimes with some dances, simplicity is best. And I think with this routine, that's exactly what we got. The thing that she's very good at is holding that poise, that top line. She holds it perfectly, keeps contact very naturally. The only thing that if they'd had a few more days rehearsal, I would have loved to have seen was a little bit more drive. When you're moving forward into a rotation, you're like the driver, and the person moving back receives the energy and allows the rotation to be fluid. So just a little bit more power through the feet and the legs.
Of course, all the judges loving the choreography of Jamie and Karen. Their jive definitely saw an improvement in his musicality, which he will be chuffed about. Motzi thought he needed a little bit more technique, perhaps.
Yeah, I would agree. I love the routine. I thought it was perfect for Musicals Week. Absolutely in keeping with, you know, this week's performances. I do agree a little bit with Motzi in the sense that technically, if they've done it on a different week, you could say it was a little bit lacking. The first thing I'd say is a little bit more tone in the feet. When you're flicking in jive, your feet are really in evidence. You can really see them. So a little bit more tone to get a long leg extension, a nice leg line. So that would have been great. And the second thing, if you want to have a little demo.
Yes, we do.
I can show you.
Flavia Kakaccia takes to the floor.
So the jive. In the jive, whatever routine we do, when we've seen hundreds now, you see a lot of chassé actions, which is your 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 to the side, side, close, side, side, close, side. So if the way that we do it is the first step of the side, close, side is a very small step on the inside edge of the foot. Small step. The second step is a small step in. And then the third step is a bigger step where we allow the hip to swing. And the body to sway. And then we do the same again. We bring the foot in and we dance a small, small, big. Small, small, big. And we can create hip swing
movement
and body sway.
Look,
so
she makes it look so easy. Oh, we have missed that body in motion.
So that was missing a little bit.
All right. Bill and Oti, of course, this is your field very much so. The Argentine tango, never an easy dance for the celebrity men. Craig said, though, he had complete control, complete command and complete leadership. Was it phantasmagorical for you too, Flavia?
Yes, I can't say that, though.
No, I had to do that phonetically.
But yeah, I totally agree. I think he looked in control, he looked confident, and I want to show you a little step here, they're called the ganchos, which he does brilliantly, because he's got here, this is 1, and then he does another 2, and that requires a lot of bravery and trust and confidence, and also speed, which he has. So I want to show you why, if we can have a second little demo.
Yes, please. We cannot get enough.
We're on a roll now.
Here we go.
So the gancho is a hooking action. Of the leg, and it's actually quite a challenging step because you've got to be really brave. And what he did brilliantly was he kept his foot in contact with the floor, took his knee back so that he knew that Oti's leg was completely connected to his, and then you can dance a strong gancho.
Then it goes up, you go.
So you have to sweep back and lift the foot. Back and lift the foot. And he did that really well.
The speed of that. Go, Bill.
He did that really well.
They'll be so chuffed. Oh, I miss watching you, Argentine tango. Can I just say that? We all do, we all do. Harvey and Jeanette topped the leaderboard with an incredible American smooth. Motzi said, dance of the decade. Craig said it was like looking in a mirror. Bless him. I know, you're like, doubtful. Is he really the triple threat, like Craig said he is?
I think so. I mean, there's not much you can say about the performance. It was absolutely fantastic.
Brilliant.
So there's not much more I can say about that. I absolutely loved it. I think The great thing about him is in the ballroom, he's very lucky because of his body shape. He has naturally a very long neck and naturally sloping shoulders, which for ballroom is like perfect. Because you put your arms up and you look elegant. So he has that natural look. And then in the Latin, he's cheeky, he's got rhythm, so he's brilliant at that. I think he'd probably look great doing any style of dance.
Oh, go on, Harvey. So, so good. And finally, Maisie and Gorka and their jive. Shirley absolutely loved it, saying how she dealt with real complex changes of rhythm in there. I mean, it was seriously complex. Were you equally impressed?
Yeah, totally. I completely agree. It was a really challenging routine, but she made it look easy, which is, you know, what every dancer tries to do. She had great knee action, and she did have great hip action and sway, which is what we talked about earlier.
In the demo.
So she did that really, really well. The only thing I'd say, again, I'm a real fanatic about feet in the jive, because you're constantly picking them off the floor. Just a little bit more toning the feet on some of the flicks. But she was completely, you know, spot on. All the highlights and music was quite challenging. She was great, lovely performance.
Oh, I wish we could talk all day. It's so lovely to have you back. Merry Christmas to you and to Jimmy.
Very much.
We send you all the love. Flavia, everybody! Thank you. Of course, phantasmagorical choreography isn't the